watched the film on LSU. Just how do you feel like the offensive line as a whole handled the protection up front?
Yeah, I think there's, we had some good IDs, but there's definitely a lot of room for improvement. Just the little things. You don't realize how big the little things are in games like that, but it can cost you a lot. And, back to the drawing board, but definitely some things we got to improve on and just the minor details for sure.
How disappointing was that for an offense that brings so many players back and so much experience to just not have your best game?
Yeah, I look at it as a blessing. We had a big tough matchup first, and I really like games like that. You kind of see where you're at, and there's a lot of things that we can clean up, but it's all fixable. And if we just come in with that mindset every day that it's a one-game season, just make sure that we learn from our mistakes. And then it can be a special season. So.
I think Coach was saying that if the worst thing that happened is that Cade had a bad game, that we're going to be all right because he expects him to respond. I mean, is that kind of something that you guys still have faith as well in Cade, and that he's not going to have bad games like that?
Cade's the best quarterback I've ever played with, best in the country. We just worry about our job, doing our 111 up front, and everybody else just doing their one part. And Cade, Cade's a great leader. He's especially as a center, our connection is great. Cade, I love playing with Cade, man. He brings confidence to us, and I just love playing with Cade. I think that his mindset is he's going to dominate, and he brings confidence to us up front. And, I'm really excited for him this season. And, we just got to go back to work, realize what we did wrong, what we can fix, and, just do it in practice. Practice makes permanent. And I think if we, attack the film, which we did, and just come back and get ready for Troy this week, it's gonna be special. So.
Talk about the offensive line, maybe some good ideas on one front, but there was anything that LSU or that you guys have been caught off guard surprised you?
No, we were well prepared. Our offensive staff does a great job of getting us prepared, and just like I said earlier, man, it's just the little things. It's just eyes looking in the wrong direction. It's just little errors like that in a big game like that can cost you. So we just got to hone in on those little details, and really just make sure that we're laser focused in big games like that, because as you can see, it comes down to a couple plays, 3 or 4 plays, and, that can cost you. And so just making sure that we learn from that and just make sure that we're mentally locked in every play to, be successful. So.
Ryan, what's the mindset been like, the facility the past couple of days as you guys have gotten back to work?
Oh, yeah, I think it's been great. We know what we got to do. We learn. I think the biggest thing that you can take away from games like this is, seeing it as joy, count everything as blessings. And I think if you have that mindset, we got an older team, and we understand what it takes to get there. And I think if you just have that mindset of, it was just, and it's not the end all be all. We still got a lot of games left, and we got a great team. And if the main thing is just learning from your mistakes from a game like that, and just, not making the same mistakes again, and just mentally being locked in, and, learning from your mistakes is just huge, and applying those into the game. So.
Any questions for Ryan virtually? Anybody else in the room?
Ryan, about 8 days ago, Coach on his first radio show called you the MVP of last year's team. When you hear your head coach or say that about you, how does that affect you, and how does it drive you?
I think it's just a testimony to Coach Swinney. Last year, last spring and summer, I was really competing for the starting spot. And, Coach Swinney believed in me when a lot of people didn't believe in me. And, I give Coach Swinney's the best coach in the country. And, I owe it all to him. He gave me a chance when a lot of people didn't. So, and then to my teammates as well, they believed in me. Some days, I would be down, and they would, especially like Blake Miller. He came up to me after the Texas game and was like, "We always believed in you, bro. We knew you could get it done." And that just means a lot when you have a coach and players that, truly believe in you, because some days you're going to need somebody to, pick you up. And, it just means a lot. Coach Swinney, the O-line, I mean, they mean everything to me, and I mean, I'm going to give it everything I have for this last season. And I know this O-line, we're a tight-knit group, and we're going to respond well. So I'm really excited for the future.
The term disguising coverages obviously is working its more and more into the lexicon of football. Is that a true fact? Do defenses really disguise coverages, and are you surprised that often by what they actually bring at you?
Our coaches do a great job of, instilling the game plan. At the end of the day, the players got to go execute, and that's basically all it is. I mean, our coaches do a great job in our game plan, but at the end of the day, they're not on the field. We just got to go execute. So.
Ryan, what'd you think of Bryan Bresee wearing a shirt, your jersey?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, I love Bryan, man. He's my best friend. We hung out a little bit after the game, just chopped it up. But yeah, it was really cool to see him in my jersey. I really didn't know he was going to do that. I just saw him on the sidelines pregame. I was like, "What's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a while." And he was just in the 53. And so it's a blessing. I mean, their family means so much to me. It's a friendship we'll have until forever. And their parents were texting me before the game, just good luck, go out there and kill it. And it was awesome to have Bryan come to the game. I'm going to try and go down there on my bye week, but it's been a blessing. He's a great friend, and he's a great role model. So.
Anybody else for Ryan? All right, Ryan. Thank you, man.
Appreciate
your time.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Ryan.